Singer JOURDINE Pauline is accusing popular streamer TYLIL from the CLOVERBOYs of sexually assaulting her after the Streamer Awards this last weekend or the weekend before. I can't fully remember. It's just been so much drama surrounding the Streaming Awards. It feels like it's been going on for forever. But she's accusing him, saying that he sexually assaulted her, but she did not say his name explicitly. She just flipped her phone around and showed her call log because she said someone was calling her over and over again.
I hate men. Look at all these no caller IDs. I've been getting harassed.
But I just want to say that I think people have a timing with an issue with the timing of these allegations coming out, and I think that's the case with a lot of these women who come out with allegations of sexual assault of some kind whenever a man who's popular or maybe not so popular, or he's becoming popular because of something that he did, or people are talking about them a lot or whatever, but they usually come out whenever they are already in the media for something negative. And I get the purpose of that. It's like everybody's already hating on him, so maybe if I add this to the fire, they'll believe me more now because he's already not so liked right now. But that's never really truly the case, and that's what makes the allegation seem suspect, because you're adding more fuel to the fire to an already shitstorm. And I also want to note that she has gone the legal route. She has contacted the police and reported this incident to them, so there may be an investigation that's going to be done. So that's going to be interesting, because she said he recorded them, and he also recorded a phone call they had after she left.
I really do. Niggas tried to bribe me with a stream after doing some foul shit and taping the phone conversation.
So I'm very curious as to what that phone call is going to say, because she mentioned also that they are already trying, or he's already trying to blackmail her, which I don't know, because it sounded like a hookup that was at first consensual, and then it went too far. And she mentions that she didn't want it to go that far because he has a girlfriend and she wanted to be respectful. So I feel like at first she was okay with it, with whatever was happening, and then it just went too far and it made her uncomfortable, which she has every right to say no in the middle of any act. So he becomes uncomfortable with it, and he has to respect that. And him having an angry outburst at her wanting to stop the hookup, it's very, very weird. But he was also making weird comments that would suggest that he's very, very capable of doing something like this. She mentioned at the beginning of her story that he was telling her that she shouldn't dress the way that she dresses because she looks too good.
The nigga had the audacity to say, stop wearing all that IMG, all that tight sheer shit around. Like, you know, niggas could barely, like, I'm like, what? I could wear anything I want to wear. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I could wear anything I want to wear. I could wear anything I want to wear.
I personally feel like any man who talks like that to a woman about the way she dresses is very capable of harming them. Because not only have we proven time and time again that it doesn't matter what you have on, doesn't matter what you're acting like, it doesn't matter what you look like. If a man has intentions to harm you, he is going to harm you. And he clearly had intentions to harm her that night, according to her. We really need to start creating paper trails on these men who hurt and assault and abuse women, so that way they're searchable to other women to maybe warn them and help them protect themselves from a potentially dangerous person. But another thing I do want to mention is that I personally don't think it's a good idea to come onto the internet with these things before the legal proceedings have finished. Because people are going to find a way to defend him and his. I also just want to say that it definitely feels like the men, hell, even some women, are not scared to be labeled sexual assaulters these days. They aren't afraid to come back onto their platforms because they know that they have their core audience that's going to support them and get them through the situation if there's nothing real that comes from these situations, which we haven't really seen anything like fruitful come from a lot of these situations that have been brought online. Amber Rue just accused Miskiff of doing some harmful things to her, I believe last month, at the beginning of last month, and he's back on his platform like nothing ever happened. And I think that's just been a lot of case for a lot of people. Nina Lynn being another example. She was accused of sexually assaulting someone, and she was back on her platform like nothing ever happened. And it's because her fan bases pump up their heads to tell them, hey, come back, we got your back, we got your back. And they also love to make the excuse, oh, something big, they were about to become breakout stars, so that's why this is happening. They're trying to take them down because they don't want them to succeed or to get bigger than what they already are. And that's just not the case in a lot of the situations. A lot of the situations are that these people are just not good people. That's just what it is at the end of the day. They're just not good people, and you don't get to see that because they're being a good person to you, but they're not being a good person to someone else. And it's not our right to invalidate someone else's experience with another person whenever we don't know what kind of person they experience. Even though we can claim to know a person, you don't know how that person that you claim to know inside and out is treating other people. So you can't just go gung-ho and put everything down on the line for someone when you don't know who they truly are 24/7. People change all the time. So to sit up here and say, oh, he wouldn't do that, that's not like him, wrong. You never really truly know what someone is capable of until they do it. So yes, I do hope that Jordan gets justice, and if these allegations aren't true, I don't know, because nothing really ever happens to the person making false allegations other than they probably get run off the internet for a while or forever, some of the cases, or sometimes they just take a little break, come back, act like nothing ever happened, because they too have people who support and gas them up to continue with these allegations. I'm not saying that's the case with Jordine. She has nothing to lie for. She has her own platform. She has her own thing going. She's not trying to get anything from this because she knows every woman who makes a public accusation like this, they are putting everything, including their name and reputation, on the line. So she has no reason to get up here and lie publicly like that, in my opinion. But that's all I have for today on the situation. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.